Welcome to my online teaching portfolio. First, I'd like to review the ISTE Educator standards that I want to incorporate most into my philosophy. The first one is under digital citizenship. It is 2.3.b, evaluate resources for credibility. So my goal with this ISTE standard is to foster digital literacy by encouraging curiosity, reflection, and critical evaluation of digital resources. My students are often taken to simple vertical reading. They do not read horizontally, which is what I want to teach them. I want them to be able to evaluate sources for bias, for an agenda, for their veracity. So is this source actually an authority, or is this source unreliable and influenced by parties that are not being honest or are just not accurate? The next one will be under 2.5. I want to design authentic learning experiences. So I want educators, so it says educators design authentic learning activities that align with educational standards and use digital tools and resources to maximize learning. So I want to maximize the learning of my students. I want to make sure that they understand digital tools that are actually meaningful, not how do I scroll through TikTok? They know that. But how do I utilize Google Slides in depth? How can I go past the very basics of copy paste, of shortcuts, using my actual laptop to do different things? How do I conduct meaningful research rather than just going on Google and taking whatever Gemini gives me? How do I go down the rabbit trail of Wikipedia? How do I evaluate those resources, and how do I maximize my learning in that way? The other one is that I want to accommodate learner differences. So I want to focus on UDL, and what UDL means in my class is designing my learning experiences to fit all of my students. So it is inclusive to those who are hard of hearing. It is inclusive to those who are not mobile. It is inclusive to those who do not have high-level English skills, so my English language learners, which I have plenty of. It is inclusive to a variety of learners, so those who maybe are struggling, but also those who are ahead of the game. So I want to be able to provide my students with, go a step further than accommodation and design lessons that anyone can participate in and activities that anyone can participate in from the very beginning. 2.6a, I want to foster a culture where students take ownership of their learning goals and outcomes in both independent and group settings. So I want my students to have or feel a responsibility in their learning. I want them to feel a responsibility and an ownership of where their projects go. So I want to plan more open-ended assignments, especially in regard to technology like web quests and other inquiry-based projects, where they are allowed to take it where they wish, take it where they want to go, and see the different things that they may not have seen if I just wrote this scaffolded, very narrow lesson plan. So those are the ISTE standards that I wish to focus on, and I hope you enjoyed this video and the rest of my teaching portfolio.